Hello, my name is Jubair Hossain Shahid Choudhury, a student at Premier University, Chittagong. Today I am going to speak to you about PC operating system review. Here, PC operating system review start. First of all, we have to know what is an operating system. An operating system is the most important software that runs on a computer. It manages the computer's memory and processes as well as all of its software and hardware. It also allows you to communicate with the computer without knowing how to speak the computer's language. Without an operating system, a computer is useless. Then, the operating system's job. A computer's operating system OS manages all of the software and hardware on the computer. Most of the time, there are several different computer programs running at the same time, and they all need to access a computer central processing unit, CPU, memory and storage. The operating system coordinates all of this to make sure each program get what he needs. Then, types of operating systems. Operating systems usually come preloaded on any computer. Most people use the operating system that comes with their computer, but it's possible to upgrade or even change operating systems. Here are the most common operating systems for personal computers are Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, Linux, DOS, Unix, OS 2 REP, Windows 95 and 98, and last Windows 2000. First of all, Microsoft Windows. Microsoft created the Windows operating system in the mid 1980s. There have been many different versions of Windows, but the most recent ones are Windows 10 released in 2015, Windows 8 which released in 2012, Windows 7 which released in 2009, and last Windows Vista which released in 2007. Windows comes preloaded on most new PCs, which helps to make it the most popular operating system in the world. Number 2, macOS. macOS, previously called OS X, is a line of operating systems created by Apple. It comes preloaded on all Macintosh computer or Macs. Some of the specific version included Mojave 2018, High Sierra 2017, Sierra 2016. According to StatCounter Global States, macOS users account for less than 10% of global operating system, much lower than the percentage of Windows users, more than 80%. One reason for this is that Apple computers tend to be more expensive. However, many people do prefer the look and feel of macOS over Windows. The third number is Linux. Linux, pronounced Linux, is a family of open source operating systems, which means they can be modified and distributed by anyone around the world. This is different from proprietary software like Windows, which can only be modified by the company that wants it. The advantages of Linux are that it is free and there are many different distributions or versions we can choose from. According to StatCounter Global States, Linux users account for less than 2% of global operating systems. However, most servers run Linux because it's relatively easy to customize. The fourth is DOS. MS-DOS is an operating system for x86 based personal computers mostly developed by Microsoft. Collectively, MS-DOS is rebranding as IBM PC DOS, and few operating systems attempting to be compatible with MS-DOS are sometimes referred to as DOS. Fifth is Unix. Unix is a family of multitasking, multi-user computer operating systems that derive from the original AT&T Unix, which development started in 1969 at the Bell Labs Research Center by Ken Thompson, Dennis Ritchie, and others. Next, OS/2. OS/2 Operating System 2 is a series of computer operating systems initially created by Microsoft and IBM under the leadership of IBM software designer E.D. Iacobucci. As a result of a fight between the companies over how to position OS/2 relative to Microsoft's new Windows 3.1 operating environment, The two companies severed the relationship in 1992 and OS2 development fell to IBM exclusively. The name stands for Operating System 2 because it was introduced as part of the same generation change release as IBM's Personal System 2 PS2 line of second generation personal computers. The first version of OS2 was released in December 1987 and newer versions were released until December 2001. The next one is Windows 95 and 98. Windows 95 or 98 isn't the official name but rather an unofficial expression for a 16 by 32-bit codebase for a hybrid OS that Microsoft built. It provides the foundation for Windows 95, 98 and the Windows Millennium Edition, or the short form is ME. Sometimes this codebase is referred to as Windows 95, 98 or ME to include the Millennium Edition. The term is often used in order to describe the compatibility of the operating systems and programs that are installed on the system and use that mixed 16 by 32 codebase. Windows 2000 is a major release of the Windows NT operating system developed by Microsoft and oriented towards business. It was the direct successor to Windows NT 4.0, was released to manufacturing on December 15, 1999 and was officially released to retail on February 17, 2000. Finally, review. First of all, list all the major PC operating systems, then identify some of the limitations of those. List two features that made the Macintosh OS popular. Differentiate between the terms operating environment and operating system. List the various versions of Windows. Okay, that brings me to the end of my presentation that covers everything I wanted to say about PC operating system review. Thank you.